MURIC Director Prof. Ishaq Akintola claims he escaped assassination. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Professor Ishaq Akintola, the director of an Islamic human rights organization, the Muslim Rights Concern, MURIC, has claimed he escaped an assassination attempt. Politics Nigeria learned. The failed electrocution assassination of Prof. Akintola happened in a hotel in Abuja on Tuesday. I prepared to take my bath on Tuesday morning. After shaving, I entered the bath cubicle and tried to turn on the water. A powerful electric shock wave threw me back at the door as I tried to turn on the water. I was badly shaken and I did not regain full consciousness until some moments later. He blamed the incident on his detractors, vowing that the harder they try to eliminate me, the tougher I become by the grace of God. Born in Obaloron compound, Ile-Ife, Osun State, Prof. Akintola became a lecturer in the Lagos State University, LASU, in 1984. He established two Islamic organizations, MURIC for the protection and promotion of the rights of Muslims in Nigeria and beyond, and Teledawa for the preaching of Islam on television, radio, and through public lectures. The Interfaith Dialogue Forum for Peace, IDFP, organized a photo workshop in Abuja from 5th to 9th September 2021. I participated fully in the workshop. However, I noticed that a certain man was trailing me inside the hotel during the workshop. He was also a delegate. He shadowed me for 3 days. He was always monitoring my movement within the hotel, but I pretended as if I did not know. However, I confronted him on the 3rd day. He was following me quietly from behind. I turned around, suddenly I came face to face with him. Then I asked him why he was trailing me. This happened at the reception downstairs because he was following me as usual as soon as I left the restaurant. To my surprise, he did not deny trailing me. He said he was doing so because he wanted to talk to me. I told him to go ahead and talk. He requested that we should go to my room upstairs. I knew that it was dangerous, so I refused. I showed him the seats in the reception and told him we could discuss there in the open. As soon as we settled on the city, he told me he came for that workshop because he saw my name on the list of the invitees. He asked why MURIC said 32 Muslims were killed in Jos, whereas only 4 Muslims were killed. I knew he was referring to the Muslims who were killed returning from a Malut program in Bauchi. They were on their way back to Ondo State, where their boss was waylaid in Jos by Borom Christians of Plateau State. He asked MURIC of inflating the death toll and asked why did he not contact the people in Jos before issuing a press release. I told him we have a branch in Plateau State and the information given by them was reliable. It became a hot argument and we parted without resolving the issue. To my greater shock, he raised the issue again the last day during the communique section. He wanted the organizers to include a condemnation of MURIC in the communique, but I raised objection via a point of order. I can only remember 2 of Muslim brothers who attended the workshop who were present during the communique. Nuruddin, Asungwe, and the young Lamido attended that workshop and they were at the communique drafting session. What is significant in this narration is that in fact he said he came for that workshop because he saw my name on the list of the invitees. Remember that he followed me around secretly for 3 days inside a hotel before I confronted him. Christians. Remember also that he is from Jos and Jos Christians are notorious for killing Muslims. What could have happened if I had left the hotel to do something within Abuja during this period? Is it not likely that a killer squad could have been waiting somewhere in town? Now, a more dangerous incident which can be linked to this occurred in another hotel in Abuja just 4 days ago. On Tuesday, 20th September 2022, I attended a meeting of the Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria, SCSN, which took place in Abuja on Monday 19th and Tuesday 20th, 2022, September. I prepared to take my bath on Tuesday morning after shaving. I entered the bath cubicle and tried to turn on the water. A powerful electric shock wave threw me back at the door as I tried to turn on the water. I was badly shaken and I did not regain full consciousness until some moments later. I took the towel and ran out of a bath cubicle. I quickly packed my few belongings inside my backpack and left the room after making sure I did not touch anything in the room with my naked hands to avoid electrocution. I raced to the lift and reported the incident at the reception downstairs. Of course, I knew this might not be a coincidence and could have been created a scene right there and then, but I was billed to be at the airport to catch my flight back to Lagos by 11 a.m. That means I should be at the airport by 10 a.m. and it was already 9:15 a.m. There was no time to waste. I was only able to narrate the incident to one of us, Brother Abdul Gani Extra, whom I met in the restaurant. He went straight to the reception and lodged another complaint. The implications of this incident are quite grave. How come Batum suddenly became charged with electricity? Who tampered with the wiring in the bedroom and why? Why was it done on the day of departure when everyone would be in a hurry to have his or bath? Why must it be my room? Who is no longer comfortable with my posturing? The above incidents tend to send dangerous signals. It appears somebody or a group of people do not like my face. Of course, I've always known that I am not handsome by any standard, so I will not be surprised if some people do not like seeing me around. But to think of killing me through electrocution is what have been called a domestic accident. But discerning minds will know it is a perfect murder. Who do I suspect? Well, it is not easy, but I have a list of death wishes and I have received death threats on a number of occasions. Yet I am unbothered. Really, it happens in my calling. It can become a distraction if one pays too much attention. That is what they want, but they are failed because I am more determined than ever before. I know that Allah is enough for me as a protector. Only Allah has the power of life and death over man. I defy my detractors. They have miscalculated. The harder they try to eliminate me, the tougher I become by the grace of Allah. No amount of intimidation can stop us from pursuing our determination to liberate Nigerian Muslims from the shackles of slavery, neo-colonialism, and neo-imperialism. The teacher, do not teach me nonsense. Aluta continua, Victoria, etc. Okay, this is quite strange to me. I'm hearing this sincerely for the first time that Christians are killing Muslims. I have never heard. This is a first for me, and so it is a lot to take in. Now, about assassination attempts on him, I don't know, but I know this man comes out and says a lot of things that provokes people, but I don't want to believe that people are taking him seriously. I don't want to believe. All right. To whom it will concern, MURIC Akintola poster is well known. He's trying to instigate religious tensions against the peaceful Christians in Plateau State and in Nigeria in general. MURIC is someone with ties to Islamic extremists. He's not instigating anyone useless, okay? He's not instigating anyone unless people like him. He has mental issues which need urgent attention because this man, sincerely, you see how this information is packaged? Who go and kill this man in the first place? Like I said, I don't even take him serious, sincerely. But for him to come out and say Christians are killing Muslims, I say again, it is a first for me. It is a first. Let it be looked into because if this, get as this news goes,